get it. When I wake up, I would like to wake up, have a smoke, start the truck, and go. Not wait on you to have a fucking half hour, 45-minute shower. Alright, let's get started here. Welcome everyone to another stream. Hope everyone's having a good morning, afternoon, evening, or good night wherever you're located around the globe. First thing we're doing today, making some money. The bank account's looking a little thin. Already got the wheels already? Yep. Perfect. Oh, wait. Haven't chosen any motor yet for this. There it is, right there. Ooh, a nice bright red. Woohoo! So snazzy. Snazzy. And put the crank in for now. And then we're going to go rip that car apart. Send her off to the welder. And then come in here and finish building the motor. And I got to bring up the old Porsche. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfecto. Alright, cranks in. Let's get working. Beautiful. As you guys can see, BMW's had some work to it. A little bit of work done. Look under it. Underside's all done, minus the exhaust and the fuel tank. Still needs to be plumbed. And such things like that. And then find the body panels for it. And put it together. But we're going to work on this one right now. The Arezzo Cortona. And this one, we're actually going to bring it to the drag strip when we're done. See how well our work paid off. So the game plan is anyway. Alright. Upper control arm, you are time to freeze the game. Shock absorber, goodbye. I'm wondering, did I already... No, I have not. That's okay, we can do that when we're done. Alright, now we're going to go to the rear knuckle housing D. Beautiful. There we go. Perfection. Alright, upper control arm. Remove that. With the rear shock assembly. Lower control arm for the rear. Again, knuckle housing D. Get the old transmission out of the way. Perfect. Turn around to the front now. Repeat the same process. There we go. Alright, wheel bearing, you gotta go. Wheel hub, same with you. Backing plate, sway bar length B. Upper control arm.
Beautiful. Lower control arm. Plus that ball joint free. Lower one. Perfect. Outer tie rod, you are next. Inner tie rod, you can go. Steer knuckle B. And we're going to remove the bushings from this side now. Perfect. Now slide across the other side. Beautiful. Alright, let's get this outer tie rod gone. Perfect. Inner tie rod, you are next. Upper control arm. Perfect. Steering rack. Let's get the sway bar and link B out of the way here. I'll get the actual sway bar out of the way. Lower control arms next. Remove the two bushings for the cross member here. Cross member H is what it is. There we go. Now we'll get this gone. Center cap, wheel bearing, brake caliper, brake pad, rotor, relay head, backing plate, and steering knuckle housing B. Perfection. Now, as far as I know, all these body panels are A-OK condition to be repaired. Keyword being, as far as I know. Whether or not they are or not, I don't have a clue. Alright, let's jump on in here. Let's get this out of the way. Let's get the two filters gone. We don't need them anymore. We got all brand new stuff to be put in place of it. Now, I think we're going to slide up here to the fuse box. Way up over yonder. Get rid of the relay C, one relay B that's in there, two A fuses and a C fuse. Do you see the fuse? Aha. There we go. Perfect. Cool. Let's put this back down. Alright, we're going to put some parts into here. We got a few of them. Actually, we got a lot of usable parts. Nice. It's always good when you can put sway bars and such in. Always a good day. Ah, crap. That one doesn't go in there. If it's not for wheels, wheels have their own compartment. Because I maintain to grab a lot of wheels over a period of time. And I did it again. Alright. Now, as far as I know, I don't have any other wheels. Oh, they're right there. Okay. Now, there we go. Perfect. We've already got our own wheels all situated here. Got the lights, the glass, got the gearbox, clutch assembly, exhaust. All the suspension for it, all the engine components for it. And now, let's switch this up here, put this in there, come back over here, bring this down to 14, and sell all the used parts. Just like that. Alright, now let's rip all these body panels off because they're all going to get repaired. It's going to save me a fortune, I tell you. Ah, yes, got to remove the bumper first. Now the headlights. And we're going to bring over a handy-dandy little welder here for 2,200 bucks. 3 grand, pardon me. Ooh, that's a pricey. That's a spicy meatball. I don't know why I removed the front bumper because that's brand new. Wasn't able to find a used one. I didn't have one in my parts. It's weird. So I think maybe it might have been cheaper for me to get the actual components to it. Alright, how's this looking? Down 14,000. Let's rip this interior out. We got all the doors and such off. Alright, now we're going to put all the new stuff in. That's what we have. Good. Now the steering wheel. Perfection. Now how's it fit in there? Actually, these seats fit in here pretty dang good. I'm impressed. Alright, now we're going to put body panels on. Windshield, passenger door glass, the mirror, something we don't have. Welcome. Alright, put that headlight on, put this one on, that door, front clamshell, front bumper, door glass. See, we still got to get mirrors for this dang thing. Thought we had some. Oh, guess I know what happened to that thought. There we go. Rear bumper B. And we are going to have to get the mirrors. Pricey little buggers, holy crap. There we go, put that one on. And then we got this one here to put on. And I'm pretty sure the body should basically be almost, 94%. But look at that. Car is valued at $131,000 and all it's got is body panels on it. Oh, such a beautiful day. Move this over to the Jeep DM4. Move this across the way to the paint shop. Get this all painted out. Ready to rock and roll. We'll hit it with the silver first. I find that the silver hides a lot of the blemishes. And now we're going to paint it the red that I've been ever so choosing to do. Perfect. Come over here, look for some vinyls for it, some graphiques. I'm going to go with the black on the red. Probably be about right. It's sitting basically straight on the ground like a little kit car. Alright, now we're going to move this back over to car lift A. Put this up in the air. Alright, now we're going to build a motor. Now keep in mind, we started off today, I'm not saying we started off this build, but we started off today with $89,000. With the welding, the mirrors, the paint work, we have already, or was it 84? No, it was 86. Anywho, we're down to $80,000 now. Now, in theory, when this car is done and it gets sold, we should be looking somewhere of between $470 and $510,000 that we will be making off of it. That's what the rule books say, anyway. Everything is going to be perfectly color matched. Well, maybe not perfectly, but everything's going to be the same colors anyway. There we go. Put the rod caps on. Got a few of them yet. There we go. Now, I can't change nothing right now. Son of a biscuit. Oh well. Alright, I think we got 2 rod caps left, and then put the oil pan on, and then put the clutch assembly on. Oopsie, wrong colors. Dang it, I thought we did black, man, but we did silver. Alright, clutch release bearing. Perfect. Alright, spin this bad boy over. Alright, I'm going to stick on the cylinder head A or B? A. Nice bright shiny motor. There we go. Stick the spark plugs on. Or in, I should say. And then camshaft A for the V12. We got 2 of them. Now the cam caps. I think it's 5 per camshaft for a grand total of 20. I have to guess. Alright, we've got a few left. And then I take this. Well, first I should go put the electronics in the car and put the radiator and such in there. I really wish I could have painted the valve cover though, or the head cover. That would have been nice. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I would have did them same color as the head and the oil pan. Nice silver. Just like so. Alright, stick the exhaust manifold A on. And we got B right here. Stick the alternator on. Now the cam gears. Slide on over here and stick on that power steering pump. And cylinder head B. There we go. Now we're going to stick on the spark plugs. There we go. Perfection. Camshafts. Cam caps. And then once we stick on the engine head cover, then we can put the intake on. And really button up the front side of the motor and everything should be good after that point. Because currently we're working on a car that's kind of a representation of a Ferrari, I guess. It's up there on the left. I think we picked this one up on stream. Either the last stream or the one previous. Maybe it was in one of the videos. Can't remember when we got it, but we did get it, as you can tell. Perfection. Stick on timing cover A, V12. Nice. B. Oh, pardon me, C. There's a B. Water pump. Crank pulley. Water pump pulley. Got two of them. She's a thirsty girl. Thermostat V12. Here you are. And timing cover V12. And idler A. Idler B. Perfect. Oh, yeah. The belt. And belt tensioner. Perfect. Now this head cover. Alright, now we're going to stick on the ignition coils. We are working on the Arezzo Cortona. It's a representation of either an F40 or F50 Ferrari. Well, right now we're working on the motor for it, but yeah. I think it is. I think it's going to look pretty good when it's done. I think Ferrari would be proud of the job we're going to be doing on this car. Except for we're not keeping it original, so they might not like that one too much. Alright, I believe the motor is done. I think so. Perfect. There's what we're working on right here. And you guys all saw in the last stream there what this looked like. You know, no wheels, no nothing. I've done a little bit of work off camera on it. Basically got all the suspension together on it. The drivetrain's complete in it now. Just got to put the fuel tank, exhaust, and more or less plumb it with body panels, and we're good. I can fire it up. So that's a work in progress, but it's slowly taking shape. Alright, we need to assemble our shocks and springs. Oh, I got one more battery to charge. Huh, who'd have ever thunk? And since the last time you guys have been here, I've also done a little bit of work on the Bolt Hornet, or 4th Gen Camaro. It's now basically got all body panels except for the front bumper and the trunk, or hatch. They're all repairable parts, so that'd be pretty cool. Maybe we might do something with this tonight. Not sure what yet, but we might do something. Still looking for a door for this one. I don't know what happened to it, but might have one kicking around somewhere. I just haven't seen it yet. Alright, we're going to actually bring this down. And then we are going to put in the coolant reservoir B. Nice, I did get it right. Power steering reservoir. The airbox base pipe A times 2. One for there. One for here. Now the filters. Perfect. I'm going to stick on the clip B's. There we go. Alright, slide this around. Such a tight spot for these clip B's, I tell you. Alright, now we're going to do this side. Perfection. And we got to do these back ones right here. Beautiful. And I think we're done back here. Minus the exhaust, but the car's got to be in the air for that. Alright, so let's sneak our way up and in here. Put in the fuse box. Wrong one, of course, you know. Wouldn't be right if I didn't. There we go. Let's put in some fuses and relays. Got a relay A. Couple B's, couple C's. There we go. Perfect. And those of y'all that are watching, if you're enjoying the stream so far, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, please do hit that hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you, every time I go live, you guys get it. You guys are able to see when I go live, that is. Alright, brake booster, you go in. ABS control, or pump, pardon me. Here's the ABS module over here. My bad. And we're missing something. Where is it? Pretty sure there's an ECU type B in here somewhere. Oh yeah, way back over here. Perfect. Radiator in. The twin fan setup. Beautiful. I think we're ready for the motor now. Perfect. Alright, bring this back over. Alright, let's grab this heavy V12. You're a bit on the heavy side, you know, it's V12. Got some weight to her, man. Alright, what's the value of the car right now? Because $300,000. And all we did is just put the motor in. That was it. Building this, I was going to save this for another day, another video or something, but I was looking up with the cash flow when I started tonight. I was like, yeah, we need a little bit of money to help fund the rest of the projects I got planned and lined out. So, in theory, when this thing's said and done, she should be upwards of 450 to probably, I want to say 510,000 is what we'll get from it. Which I don't think we're going to get the 510 because I'm not running the actual wheels on it to get me that much money. Which would be the ones for the Pagani Tempesta at 21s. There's where your money is, you know what I mean? Alright, let's put some windshield washer fluid in. Almost full, but not full. Alright, brake fluid, you're next. And then after we're done building this, we throw it on the alignment rack, and then we put it on the dyno. I think we're going to bring it to the strip. See what we can't get out of it. Perfect. Awesome. Close this down. Get this out of my way. Beautiful. Alright, now we we start putting the suspension in. Put the fuel tanks in as well. Do this side first. And we'll stick in the gearbox. I said the gearbox. There we go. Same color. Believe it or not. Alright, now we're going to put the pipe later in. Put the upper control arm in. Lower control arm. It's different from the rear as the front. And stick in the rear shock absorber. Perfect. Alright, stick in the backing plate. Wheel hub. The wheel bearing. The rear drive axle B. Perfect. Brake disc. Brake pads. Z calipers. And now the wheel. 335, 2520 for the rear. And what are we up to right now? 355,000. Alright, swoop our way underneath. Put the starter in. Alright, stick the exhaust pipe in here. Beautiful. Upper control arm. The lower control arm. Stick in the muffler. There we go. Rear shock. Backing plate. Wheel hub. There we go. Drive axle B. Rotor. Pad. Z caliper. And the wheel. Looking pretty dang snazzy. This car originally came with 18s. I decided to bump it up to 20s. Go big or go home, right? Is what they say. There we go, steering rack, sway bar, inner tie rod, steering knuckle B, the outer tie rod. Maybe we should stick it in the cross member. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe that might be a good idea. Cross member H, that is. Alright, I'm going to swing over here, put that bushing in, and then we're going to do this one. Yeah, let's put the battery in. Why not, right? Alright, let's stick the upper control arm in now. Lower control arm. They shook. The sway bar end link B for the front. Alright, now we're going to do the front backing plate, brake dust shield, whatever you want to call it, wheel hub, the wheel bearing, perfect, center cap, beautiful, rotor, pad, the caliper, there we go. Now the front wheels are 20 as well. Oh yeah. Alright, on this side, same process, you know, inner tie rod. We can get to it, there we go. Steering knuckle B. Outer tie rod. The upper control arm. Seems like I have an overabundance of bushings, but never have too many. Must have had them planned out for something else, I'm not sure. Thinking also tonight, maybe we'll get that one over there running. What do y'all think? Think we should do that? I think I forgot the fuel tank. That's all right. Now the fuel pump goes in right there. Beautiful. Wheel bearing. Rotor, center cap. Pad. Caliper. And we're going to stick in the sway bar end length so we don't forget it. I could see that happening, and then we are SOL. Go put it on the dyno or even try to align it. Alright, what are we up to now? Let's see. 94% body because I don't have a license plate on it. But frame, interior, and parts is 100%. Beautiful. It is the V12 dual overhead cam ARZ. It's actually quad cam, but we'll call it dual overhead cam. All the parts on it minus the license plate. And she's worth $462,709. Now, if I probably put the plate on it, it'll probably be worth 475-ish, somewhere in that area. I'm not really too worried about it. We're going to run this now over to the alignment rack. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about right there. Yeah, maybe it is the F50. Maybe. Ferrari. Let's hear her fire up. Alright, top on out. To line the front wheels and the rear wheels. Ooh, the alignment was way off on this bad boy. Holy crap. I thought it was gonna be a little closer than that. Dang, we had a touch. There we go. Now we're gonna go over here, do the same thing to the headlights. Slide it up just a bit, which should be good. Maybe to the left, a little bit more to the left, perfect. And we're gonna slide her back up again. Beautiful. Slide to the left just a bit more, and there we go. Alright, run this bad boy over to the dyno. Let's give a little bit of a tune into it. Alright, what do we got for gears? And a 4. I'm thinking 411. I don't know why I just got a strange, funny feeling, suspicion. Perfect. No, alright, I'll go like so. Perfect. 16% tuning with a 411 gear. Ooh, this thing's gonna crank out like 1200 horsepower. Alright, factory numbers is 520 horsepower at 8,000 RPM and 361 pound-feet of torque at 6,800 RPM. Here we go. Be the screamer. Almost off the start. Holy crap. Alright. Horsepower numbers now are 1,131 horsepower at 8,060 RPM. Increase of 612 horsepower or 118%. And our torque numbers are 756 pound-feet at 7,200 RPM. Increase of 396 pound-feet or 110%. Drag rating is 8 at 994. We can be racing the big boys tonight. Oh yeah. Bring this over to garage entrance A, put her outside. Oh yeah. We're gonna move this inside. We're not working on it just yet, but I just want to get out of the elements, you know what I mean? Because took the liberty of pulling the motor out of it. I'm not sure what we're gonna run in it yet. I was actually gonna turn this into another junkyard build, but I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments, what should we do? Should we restore it or keep it a junkyard? I'm not sure. But if I do a junkyard build on this, believe you me, we're going to be putting in a rusty old looking motor, but with brand new internals into it. So, all right, let's hop on in, fire her up, give it the pumps to the throttle, drive the car all the way down to the drag strip. Very possible. Very possible. And I kind of like the look of it, the way it is right now, where it's all rusty. I kind of do like the look of that. So I don't know. I'm leaning more towards junkyard style. Or I could make it kind of a sleeper build, one of the two, which would be craptacular looking on the outside, but, you know, nice and fresh on the inside. It's hard to say. All right, let's give it a whirl on the 8th mile, Class A. Spend $1,000. Hopefully we don't red light, since we're dealing with one of the other faster cars of the world here, the Hammersdale Strale S. Well, that was pretty simple. It's kind of my bad though. Look at that reaction time. I mean, we weren't really too far off, but that car's also cranking up probably close somewhere upwards of 1,800 horsepower though. So, you know, he's got us beat by about 700 horsepower. Plus, he's got us on weight too, I think. I mean, like, our numbers are, well, 0 to 30, that's because I was sleeping on it. I don't know, does it tell me what the weight is? No, it doesn't. Alright, let's try that one again. This time we're dealing with a Porsche Carrera GT. As we go to, whoops. Our turn. The Porsche Carrera GT. Dang, this thing's looking pretty snazzy. See, we could have won. But I was being nice on that other guy, you know? First time out, you know, trying to get the feel for the old girl, you know? But not no more, the gloves are off now. Let's see what the tuning on that one was. Hey look, the Batmobile. Dang, that was a close race. Who got it? He did. I mean, that was fairly freaking close, man. Very close. Oh well. I got beat, so. Alright, let's see. 114% tuning. You know, I want to go with my guy here. And down here. Maybe that's a tough one. I'm going to go with my guy again. See how well we do. Yep. Oh, look at that. Another choice. Who do we choose? It's a turbo model, I think. I gotta go with my guy here, man. I do. Oh! Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Oh, we still walked away with $27.50, so I paid for both our runs, you know, so it's not too bad. Alright. Now let's head back to the shop and make a plate for this car, slap it on, and sell the car. Make some money off of it, you know what I mean? Oh, there it is. Alright, let's see here. You can only use one license plate, or one plate. So let's go. F E R R I think that's how you spell Ferrari. I feel like I'm spelling it wrong here. Ah, I am spelling it wrong. Yeah. There we go. Ferrari. Perfect. There we go. Now, the body is at 100%, the parts are at 100%, frame's at 100%, and the interior is at 100%. The power numbers on this car is 1131 horsepower and 756 pound-feet of torque. Everything on this bad boy is 100%, as you saw from the numbers on the first page, and she is worth $484,461. So, everybody, wave goodbye, because it is gone. There, now we're up to 564,000. That's what I mean. As I do two of these cars, boom, there's $1 million. All right, so this, what do we need? Well, I'm gonna pull this tail light out. We don't need that. We need a front bumper and the trunk. The front bumper and the trunk. Okay. Let's head on over to the junker yard. We got 2 spots open outside, so it's all good. I can't remember if I got the supercharger for that motor or not. Looks like there's Viper right there. No. Is it really here? No. I already got one. In fact, we just put a motor in it this week. Alright, let's see here. The front bumper and the rear trunk for the Bolt Hornet. And many other parts we can find that could be usable later on down the road. Let's see. No. Yeah, we could probably. Yeah, let's use. We could buy that. Nope. Alright, over to here. As I'm looking for specific parts, can we find it? And the next motors, never go wrong with the Hemi block. And then the next motors for the engine build series are going to be everybody's favorite, and they're going to be the electric motors. Yep. I think I need that. I don't know why, I just got a strange suspicion I need it. Huh. Not very many cars in here today. Never mind, there's one sitting right over there. You never know when I need an OHV-C exhaust pipe, you know, down pipe. You never know. Ooh, look at that. I'm putting brand new on it, so. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Huh. To the next pile. Over here. I don't plan on rebuild or doing any V6B builds, not used parts anyway. Actually, I don't think I have any on the itinerary right now. At least I don't think I do. I'm also looking for that air scoop there for the MK4 outside. Alright, let's see here. Nothing, man. Nothing at all. What is the dealio tonight, man? Gosh darn, eh? Next file. Now I have a Roadrunner. I'm not sure if it needs that door or not. We better grab it. Let's be on the safe side. I mean, if it needs it, then great. If not, well, I guess maybe we could throw it in the storage area, I guess, for a rainy day. Right? Can almost make sense. Alright, next pile. And I believe that is going to be the Bolt Sunrise over there. Or not. Could be the Royal Crown as well, you know. Royal Crown. Comes with an i4 dual overhead cam turbocharged motor. I'd change it and put in an i4 dual overhead cam BFM. Best effing motor, you know what I mean? Good start car right here. Buy cheap, sell big. Alright. What do we got here in the pile? Anything good, anything good. Let's take a look, No. Man, where's all these parts at, man? Something is telling me there's a Bolt Sunrise going to be in here somewhere. The amount of parts that are in these piles, holy smokes. Yeah, we already got that front right door. Now, do I need a front bumper for Mustang? Can't remember. Do I or do I not? We already got the front right door. I don't know why. I'm just gonna grab it. If we don't need it, we don't need it, right? I mean, it's all good. I always need these OHVB valve covers. Always. Always gotta snag them. This away. Nothing. How was you? You got anything good for me? No. Double no. How about over here? No, actually, nothing. Huh. Can I repair these camshaft caps? I don't think I can. Wow. I always need a trunk lid for a charger. Let's make it up here. Oh, look at that. First try. First try. Nothing. Huh. This is starting to become the junkyard that couldn't. Thought I had a Bolt Ranger, but that was just a dream. I don't have one. Thought I did, but I don't. This pile. And no. And no. Over here? No. Where's all these parts, man? No, we already got a hood. We don't need that. We need the trunk and the front bumper. Actually, you know what? I'm not building another OHV motor. To be honest, I'm not. They make like no power. Even when they're fully brand new rebuilt. Like all brand new pieces, no used stuff. They really don't make the power that we're looking for. Yeah, I'll take that barn mat. Not a problem. Maybe we'll go for a couple barns tonight. You know? I'm honestly shocked that there isn't a bolt sunrise in here. The amount of parts that are in there. Holy smokes, man. Almost every single pile has had a bolt sunrise, some kind of a body panel to it. It's kind of weird, actually. Kind of creepy. Where's the car? Nothing. Huh. Who'd have ever thunk? Alright, we got this pile and one more, and we head back to the shop. Why do I feel like I've been in this pile already? Alrighty. Well, we came here for two parts. Oh, that's the no-name Viper. The Timu edition, but this one here has got an OHV CGM supercharged. Doesn't have it in it, but does have the block and the crank. Head cover. What's the value on this? 12 bucks more than what it's worth. Sure, why not? Sure, why not? Alright, let's head back to the shop. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's buy these parts. And we're going to do a little bit of more in-depth look at the motor in this Venom. Because it may have parts that we're looking for. It very well may. I was going to pull off a couple pieces here just to check and see. And it should tell me... Ooh, that's not a good sign. That is not a good sign. Not one bit. Okay. So, what body panels do we have? We got a trunk lid for a BMW M3. We got the Roadrunner front right door, Dodge Charger trunk, and the Mustang bumper. Alright. Does this need a trunk lid? I can't remember. Look at that, right off the hop. Boom. Perfect. I knew we needed one. VE8 UT full. Actually, the parts that are on are pretty salvageable. Alright, we're gonna put that back in the parking. And then we also have the M3 trunk, Roadrunner door, and the Mustang bumper. We don't need to go there, we need to go here. Really? Huh. You got a trunk on you? No, you do not. Perfect, look at that. We's finding stuff, man. Alright, let's put this back into storage. Now, I'm positive we have a Mustang in here. As a positive. Or Roadrunner, I mean. Yeah, also Mustang too, but we need the front right door. You need a front right door? No, you do not. You already got one. Yes, you do. Okay, so back there you go. Now, do we have any other Roadrunners? I don't know. Didn't we already look at that one? Yeah, we did. And then we also got a Mustang front bumper. There it is, right here. I knew we had one. Now, do you got the front bumper on you? Yes, you do. What kind of condition is it in? It is in very decent condition. It is 31%, and the one that we have is 16%. So we struck out. We struck out, man. All right, put that back in the parking. But I do want to pull that motor out of that Venom. Even if we got a good block and a good crank, we should be pretty decent with that. Alright, let's see. No, over here, perfection. Let's see, we'll put this in there. We need that for the Camaro. Put this. We're going to redo that water pump V12. Right there. Perfect. Because I don't plan on building any secondhand V12 motors at all, because the parts for that would be next to impossible to find used, unless I already have them, which I don't. I don't have that many V12s. I don't think I do anyway. I could be wrong. I mean, we're here, may as well take a look and see. Let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, more than I thought. I got 4 V12s. We got the 4 V12s. But a few of those motors each take individual pieces that are specific to that motor, so they're not going to work on every single V12, you know what I mean? But we're going to bring this over to the car wash. Give her a good washing. And then, what the game plan is, we're going to go in there, we're going to pull that motor out, bring that motor to the engine stand, we're going to strip that motor down. Let's see what the goodies tell us. Because, I mean, I'm not one to judge a book by its cover, the stuff that I bought in, but think that this is very good. You know what I mean? I think that block might be a little dunzo. Not done, it's dunzo. Swap this with the Hornet. And then we'll swap this with the Hornet. Shows this thing being on all fours, it can actually move around. That thing is bright, wow. No, I'm not saying the color's ugly, I'm just saying it's so bright it hurts the eyes. Now, if in theory, hypothetically, we keep this all rusty looking, 16's okay. Well, you see, we gotta change the wheels on it. That's just the way it is. No, wrong one. This one. Okay, we gotta put rusty old wheels on it. Now, we do have options, we'll say. I might add very decent options. Now, I see a set of 355, 25, 21 for the rears. Unfortunately, they're not on slicks. That's no bueno. Not really seeing. Let's see, 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. Oh, wait a minute here. Wait a minute here. Take this one and this one. And then I'm going to take this one and this one. This, and this. And I got another 18-inch wheel. Just the tires, all I need. 215, 35. Dang, I only got one real wide one though. Although, I probably could take this one. The wheel itself is probably shot. The tire might be good though. Might be. I'm pretty sure I should have other ones down here. Well, down the line. Have a representation of a 335, maybe, per se. That's a 20. That's a 20. That's a 20. That's a 235. I didn't think I had all four of them. My 30 and 20s, I got them for days. But I'm not seeing Well, that sucks. And that really does suck. So, what I'm thinking we might end up doing, because I am curious to know if these ones will actually fit on the car itself. I don't know. They may not. We could be chasing our tail, you know what I mean? Hard to say. Let's see, that's 21. I don't want a 20. I want a 21. So looking down here, I see 355, 25, 21. Or 255, 20. Not seeing any used 21s in here. I mean, we could put a matching set on. Sort of. Well, we ain't ever gonna know. Wait, what size wheels are on this? 295, 30, 20. No good, man. No good. At least you know it's got all 4 wheels on it. Where are you going? Get back here. Now, this car's got some pretty decent bones to it. May not look like much, but they are. And we are looking right here. No way, does that actually fit on there? And but it doesn't stick out actually all that much, really, if you think about it. Like I said, I do have a matched set of these. Well, not matched. One's the fronts are 20 and the rears are 21. How does that work? I don't have a clue. That came off a I want to say the C8 Corvette, I think it is. I think that's what it was. I don't know. There's the other front one. I'm going to slide ourselves over here to this side. And we're going to put on this one. Huh. Well, wouldn't you know it, huh? They fit. And they actually match the car, all rusty. Front's tucked in nicely. It's almost like they were made for this car, right? Well, what do you think we should do? Should we stick with these wheels for now? Or should we look for... Wrong way. They call me Wrong Way Phillips, you know. I mean, that could be alright with a drag slick on the rear. Yeah, I could see it. I mean, I really could. Alright, what do we got in here for jobs? Yeah, it's not going to pay all that much. Yeah, I'll give this one a whirl. Next one. Alright, so we still need that front bumper. We still need the trunk. I've only got one Bolt Hornet. I had two, but I got rid of one. I'm thinking, I know it's a dangerous concept, me thinking. But what I think we're going to do is we're going to put this in the storage over here. Parking. Which we're going to put, we're going to pull this motor. That's the only reason why I bought the car was for the motor. Oopsie, there we go. And we're $668 richer on it than we were when we started. All I want is the motor, that's it. Because eventually I'm gonna rip this apart and check and see what the blocking stuff is like. You know what I mean? I may as well strip the drive shaft off it. Perfect. Gearbox time. Alright. Let's go ahead. Drop this down. It's already here. Perfection. Alright, yank that motor out. Throw it over here on the old engine stand. There we go. Perfect. And if you like the video so far, or stream so far I should say, and you want to help support your boy, smash that like button, you know, also too, hit that subscribe button. That way then, anytime I go live, anytime I share a video, post a video, anything along those lines, you guys get notified. Because if you guys don't subscribe to the channel, you're not going to get notified when I go live and when I post videos. So, just a little heads up. If you guys want to be in the loop, hit that subscribe button. Alright. I wonder. Taking out this head cover will be another determining factor. That is not promising. Every part I seem to be taking off this motor, it's red. That's not sitting easy with me. Oh look, another battery. Perfect. Regardless, we're going to sell this thing now. Holy crap, look at the loss we're taking. Don't worry, we'll make it up somewhere else. Alright, you can go onto car lift A. You can go to garage entrance C. Actually, we'll leave that there. Because I want this one right here. I want my bullet. Garage entrance C. Perfection. Let's see. Let's go check out a barn. Why not? I haven't been to one of these in a while. Right off the hop, Honda Civic. Alright, let me look at crates and such. Oh, one right here. And look at that, right off the hop, we get the case. Nice. Turn that off, don't need it on. How many people remember what we're looking for? Nope. Well, I'll tell you. With a 4th gen Camaro, we need the front bumper, we need the trunk. That's what we need. Meganatsu. Megetsu. That's the motor I'm interested in. Hey, $19,000. Oh my gosh. Ay, 20 grand for that. They ain't never seen me coming. Not for that cost. As much as I want to say pull the trigger on that water pump, it's kind of not what we're looking for. BMW M3 right side mirror. I'm pretty sure 1A doesn't have a door on it, and B, the other one I have, I'm pretty sure it has the mirror. But just in case it doesn't, you know, never hurts to be a little bit prepared. You know what I mean? All right, next pile right here. How nice is that, huh? Those arms are actually pretty hard to come by, believe it or not. Well, don't twist my rubber arm. I always need a 3-star engine block, especially one being a Mercedes. GTO trunk, don't need it. Right part, wrong car. It's the American way. Nothing. Katagiri, Katsumoto. Kind of wish it was a Street Fighter edition. I have another set of wheels for it. Hey, you know, that's a little pricey, but still, you know, at least you're getting for less than what it's worth. Huh. I think it's missing a few pieces. What motor's in this thing? Yeah, I believe that you are missing a few things. Can't really see it here, but if you look at that picture of the engine block right there, or the engine, if you look on the far right corner, upper, you can see a little piece that sticks out. It's actually plug wires. Huh, interesting. Not really, but we'll just say it is, you know, we'll be optimistic. I don't need one of those, I don't think, but, you know, I do need one. I need everything 6th gen Camaro. Eventually, whenever I find one. Holy crap, look at all the goodies on this one. We're going to start back up over here. Ooh, what is this? See, I wish I could take a car like this, right, and stick it in LS. They already did it in the Mayan M3. You know, they already did it. It's possible. Alright, here's this crate. I don't think we need a front left fender. It's got it. Alright, anything over here? Of course there's stuff over here. I'll take the fuse box base B. Hammer Doll Strale S front right door. I don't think we need that. Actually, I don't think I have one at all. Alright, let's see here. What about this crate? Anything? BMW M1 Pro car. Front left door. I don't know if we need that, but in case we do, guess what? We got it. Right? Yeah. Gotta look at the positive things, right? Positive sides of things. Gotta be optimistic. However, the whole reason why we're coming here, the parts aren't here. And something's telling me I'm gonna have to go to the auction house and buy a complete car for those parts. For me to do that means we just build the car that we buy, right? Thank you. Dang, we're getting a lot of 3-star parts here. I can dig it. Can you all dig it? I can dig it, man. I really can, man. Alright, let's see. We came, we saw, bought some stuff, and now it's time to head back to the shop. $1,000. Wow. That is pricey stuff. Holy smokes. Very, very pricey stuff. Oh, let's close that up. Alright, what kind of body panels do we get? BMW M1 Pro car. I got one in here somewhere. Where? I have a clue. Where are you, Pro car? I know you're in here. There you are, right there. I knew I had one. Oh, we already got a door. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Now, is this door any good? Is this door any good? Yeah, I'm going to say it is. 34%. Looks like it. What's mine at? 25. Goodbye, you are the weakest link. And we got a lot of 3-star parts here this time around. Huh. Interesting. Okay, well, let's go, put them where they go. Alright, let's see here. We need warehouse 3. Boom. That block I'm actually going to repair. Perfection. Whoop, that's a wall. And we're going to swap over. Oh wait, no, that's the spot where it's supposed to be. Put that in there. That one, that one. Do we have something else too? I can't remember. Oh, you gotta be... No, okay. Yeah, okay. Okay. Well, we are going to swap back over. We're going to go down here to 6. Yep, 6. I already got a front bumper for Mustang anyway, right there. Son of a biscuit. Oh, wait, that's Camaro. Smack, smack. Pay attention, AJ. What are you doing? Alright, come over here. Throw this in there. Uh-huh. Yeah, see? Front bumper for Mustang. I already got one. Who would have ever thunk? Alright, let's see here. Let's throw this over here. Do, 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 do. And we don't need that. We need to go to the wheel department now. Huh. Alright, we're pretty good. We're pretty good. Pretty decent. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, 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 okay. Now, does this car even have any wheels in it? Yeah, it does. I have to pull this out. Let's get rid of this. We don't need that anymore. Now we're going to put in the BMW M4 seat. It's kind of racy, you know what I mean? Put the Hornet seat back in there. And maybe put the bench back in since it's pretty decent. And then we're going to put this steering wheel in there. Look at that. Perfect. Oh yeah. Still see all the gauges. Everything's in the open. Beautiful. Alright, but we still need this dang trunk lid and front bumper. I can't put the headlights in until I get the front bumper in. Stubborn, stubborn, stubborn. Alright, so, guess what? Car auction time. See if I can't find me a parts car. Ooh. Hey. Yeah, for $15,000, guess what? It is going to stay right there. Got the Fury, which would have a small block Chevy in it. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I do have one of these already. I mean, I just got rid of one, I think. Did I? Hey, wait a minute here. Somebody's copying my color. Here they are. The ram, the bench, the bumper, the left door, rear. There's no bueno. That door is no good. The bench is no good. And guess what? For $33,000, it is going to stay right where it is. We're not going to look at it. We're not going to touch it. We're just going to let bygones be bygones. You know what I mean? Huh. Alright, well, that was a bust. No, I said get back. Get on out of here. We don't want nothing in there right now. Gosh darn, eh? Alright, for those of you all watching, please do hit that like button. Also, too, if you hit the subscribe button whenever I stream or upload a video, you guys will be able to get notified. See how that works? If you don't subscribe, you ain't gonna get notifications. I don't make the rules, but I gotta follow them. Alright. Junkyard time. Again. I mean, we're gonna be jumping back and forth all night tonight, I have a feeling. Just looking for parts to finish the body on that Camaro. Because personally, I would rather use used OEM parts than buy aftermarket, because I gotta go through the whole rigmarole of spraying them 10 different times just to get them so they're nice and smooth and such, and yeah. What are you? X-Tech. Nope, standard. They really want me to buy a little mini Honda Civic, don't they? Huh. Weird how I keep pushing that issue. Weird how I keep finding parts I don't need. Makes it even weirder. I keep buying them. Do I need them? No. Do I want them? Yes. Do I need them? No. Strange. Alright, on to the next one, right here. I see the American 964 trunk. I wonder. You got a V6B in the hood. Oh, straight 4. Yeah. Balson 850. Boom, look at that. Let's see. 66,000 miles. And it's cheap price, it's only 4,100 bucks. How many miles? 66? 66,000. And it looks like that. Somebody's math isn't mathing. Thank you. It's a good score. I think I need one. These things are always hard to come by. They really are. The bedsides for the Ram 3500, they are very hard to come by. And the ones that normally are available, well, they're all completely rotted all out. I was going to say rotted all out, but they're all rotted all out. I can't even speak today. Early morning tomorrow. Well, not really, I guess. It's not really all that early, I guess. 7. I gotta get up. 7:30, somewhere around there. Even though it is a PA day. Well, kids aren't in school tomorrow. But I still gotta get up early because tomorrow's payday and I gotta go payday shopping, so. And then I gotta start putting money away. Because at the end of next month, my daughter goes for her license. A little girl isn't so little anymore, that's for dang sure. Growing up fast. Faster than I'd hope. Now, what are the odds of this? Engine head A, V8 OHVB. Engine head B, OHVB. What are the odds? I think I need to go buy me a lottery ticket. I mean, that is extremely unusual to see both of them in there. In that same pile, let alone in the same junkyard. I got a couple F350s. I don't want Superbird. It can stay here for the next person. Let them have fun with it. You know, I'm still looking for the Volt MK6 Mosquito. I'm still looking for one of them. Nothing. Surprise, surprise. Nothing, no parts. Hellcat wide body. I've been tempted to do one of them, but do mine with a twist. Custom mix the paint myself. Where are all these dang body? Ooh, GTO. Single carb. Ooh, she's got 188,000 miles on it though. Ouch. So the one carb OHV. The right body window A and the seat are no good. Everything else for body wise seems to be. And they want $31 more than what it's worth. Why do they put me in these positions? I'll never know. In case I need that head, we got one. Since I'm probably going to be building an LS motor here very shortly. So, you know. Yeah, no. Now, one of these minutes, you know, I'm going to find the parts I'm looking for here. You know what I mean? One of these minutes, anyway. Not days, not years, not hours, minutes. Because I feel a disturbance in the force. Well, just not these piles, that's all. I need that. I don't need it, but I need it. You know what that's like, right, guys? Now, do I have... I got the supercharger. Now, do I have the intake? I do now. Sure, I always take OHV exhaust parts, down pipes. Never hurts to have them, that's for sure. I guess I gotta walk up here a little bit closer. Picky, picky, picky. Now, did our BMW have a right door on it by chance? Anybody happen to notice? Because I didn't. Well, you know, strawberry, you never know. Well, we might need one. No, we need the right front fender. The BMW M4 at the shop. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we need the right front fender. Why is it so hard to find parts? Front left fender. Does ours have the front left fender? I'm pretty sure it does. I'm pretty sure it does. I'm not worried about mirrors. Look at that big beast of a car, huh? The Auto Tutto Labecchio. Labiccio? I don't know. Anyway, it's got 65,000 miles. Comes with a V6V engine in it. Delivery cam CHG. And they want, it's, what, $300 more, less than what it's worth? Decisions. It's always decisions. I'm still looking for the parts that, hoping I can eventually find. Come on, I need to get up here. They got my parts in here. I need to get up there. Why do they gotta do this to me? Alright, we're gonna try running. Ha! It worked. I outsmarted them. And we need a head, yeah. Okay, that could work. That's a Hemi head too, right? It is too. Damn! Alright, let's take the water pump. Probably never gonna use it, but you know. At least you can say we got it. Wow. What do we got here? Something with all four wheels. Huh. It's gonna be a pricey build. Yeah, 2 grand more than it's worth. We're not gonna get any satisfaction out of it. We're just gonna keep on cruising. Right up to that pile. On to the next one over here. You can always tell when I'm looking for certain parts for certain vehicles because you can never find parts for those vehicles normally. Nothing. Alright, let's see here. We got the rear bumper, we need the trunk. Guess we got something. Right? Guess we're finding parts for it now. After 3 trips, the junkyard, trip to the car auction, trip to the barn, I'm finally starting to find parts for it. Good. Nothing. Hey look, a little rabbit. You never know when you need. Oh, I got the left and I got the right. Perfect. You never know when you're going to need to buy a rabbit. Oh, you little stubborn little bugger. Never mind, I'm going to try to figure that one out. What do I want for this? It's the TG edition, which means it's the upgraded version. They want $69 less than what it's worth. At least it ain't that dang 6.7. Hey, wait a minute here. I gotta go over here for a little bit more. There we go. I don't know why they left, you know. I said at least it ain't. That trend has been driving me up the wall. Because half the people that are saying it don't even understand what it means or what it represents. It's the devil. That's what it represents. Ooh, is that an actual viper? Ooh. Sure. Ooh, that's a real deal viper, this one. Ooh, look at that, fancy. Fancy. Alright, let's see here. Front bumper is no good. And they want $1,100 more than what it's worth. I mean, it's does have a lot of the parts there. It's got the head cover on. It's got the exhaust on the drinker side. There's exhaust for the driver's side, plus the head cover, the fuel rails. You know what? $1,100 more than what it's worth. I'm a little bit confused at the moment. I'm not confused as, well, what are we going to need for it? But confused as, should we get it or no? I'm thinking no, we're not going to get it. Why? Because I don't need one. And I think I already got one anyway, so I better check that pile out. Alright, well, back to the shop. Not quite empty-handed, but, you know, close enough. Where's everybody going? $567. 67. I can't get away from that. 567. Can't get away from that number. I speak it, and it appears. Ironic, isn't it? Ironic, ironic, ironic. Yada-dee, yada-da. Got any space out here? Of course we don't need a door. Oh, alright, well, you're gonna get out of here because I don't need you here no more. I'm pretty sure I got a Roadrunner in here somewhere, right? Meep. Yes, we do right here. Perfect. Okay, what do we need? Everything on the car right now is good. Let's see, we got a left door in here. Front left fender. Ooh, look at that. We got a part we need. Nice. Alright, what else we got? We can sell this. I'm going to put this in the inventory. These cars I get them all the time. So you never know when you're going to need one. Oop, we're not going to do that. So. Needs trunk? Nope, got one. Bumper? Yep. Needs a bumper and a hood. And we can start working on this one. Now, do I got another Ram 3500 in here? I think I do, don't I? Yeah, right here. Oh, look at that. Got one. Rear left fender. Good. Rear right fender. Good. You got a hood? Yep. What other parts we get? The hood and the rear right fender. Okay, well, you know, we're going to put that in the storage too. Because, you know, I had to guess it's almost time for us to start building this one too. Would be my guess. We need what? A front bumper and the front left door. Yeah. Do we have one? We gotta go in a little go-to stash anyway. Alright, let's see here. 6. Need a front bumper and a left door. Left rear door. Left door. Left rear door. We need a door anyway. Perfect. Anyway, as I was looking, before I kicked myself out of there. Alright, let's see. Front left fender. Got a rear right door. Front right fender. Positive I got Ram 3500 parts in there somewhere. Whole slew of them. But where are they? I do not know. Huh. We do have the fenders, right? Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Back in the storage you go. And I think we're going to bring out, next is the Ford. You are right here. We're going to try this one. And this one has one. We're going to go, ooh, look at that one. Right there. Perfect. Perfection. Look at that. Okay. What do we need for this now? Front right fender. I don't think I got one. I ain't got any body panels in here. Do we have a front right fender? Because if we do, then that'll be the next thing on the chopping block. Got the front and rear bumpers for the Hellcat. Let's see, I got both mirrors. I know I got both fenders for both MK6. I got the right door, left door. Actually, I got two left doors. Right fender, right fender. Well, I see I am missing pieces. No, no. No, I'm not seeing one. Oh well. Hey, well, man. Put this back in the parking. Alright, now, we got ourselves here a customer vehicle from Missouri. Now he's complaining. The car does not start. Needs fuel filter. Okay. Brake system needs fixing. It's got loud exhaust. And it's got gearbox problems. Now, for us to determine the gearbox, I have a feeling it's going to be something internally into the gearbox. Because it honestly doesn't look all that bad. We're going to click our little inspector tool here. We'll see how well this works out for us. Part not discovered. Okay. All the filters need to be changed. So that'll be fuel, air, fuel, and oil. Okay. We've got to put this thing up in the air anyway. So why don't we pull the starter, put this up in the air, like so. And when we're done repairing the starter, perfect. And we missed a spot. There we go. Perfection. We're going to go 4. Perfect. Sure, just for the time being, we'll put them in there. We can always change them out later. Right, right. All right. So we go inventory, sell, 14%. Good to go. Let's put this up where it needs to go. Beautiful. All right, start ripping apart these wheels. Only because I need to remove the CV shafts. Oh, I think I got a rough idea what the loud exhaust system is all about. I thought you young whippersnappers like them loud exhausts, man. Why you guys don't want the loud exhaust no more? It's a little easier for the cops to find you guys, huh? Alright, let's see. Let's get up and in here. I need to see what's going on with this transmission. Aha! I think we may know the issue. So, let's see here. We're going to close this off. And we're going to go boom, boom, a boom. Then we're going to click in here. We're going to go oil filter, flywheel, front turbo exhaust section for turbo. Good enough. And they also said that they wanted an air filter too, right? Which would be I4B. I4B this. And then an oil filter, which would be I4. That's what that would be. I got a question for you people watching. How many of you get snow? That's my honest, legit question to ask you guys. It's a weird question. Me personally, I hate snow. I live in Canada and I'm saying I hate snow. Probably because I don't really do much in the winter time. I don't snowmobile, I don't snowboard, ski, snowshoe. I don't really do any winter time events. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, what is the most snow you guys have ever gotten, say, in one time, continuously for about a week? In about a week, we've gotten probably close to 5 feet of snow where I live. Because everything was starting to melt nicely, starting to just dissolve. And then all of a sudden, we got a storm that came up from the United States. And that lasted for like a week. Well, 4 or 5 days. As soon as that one ended, we got a storm that came in from the west. We're getting hammered on all fronts. And being like next to a lake does not help. So yeah. I was just curious, you know, random food for thoughts. Alright, well, and we also need to worry about this. Did we have a fuel filter? No, we did not. Okay. Completely bypassed the fuel filter. Alright, what else we got here? We got that taken care of. We got all 3 of them. I think I found the part for that. And I have a feeling the other exhaust loud part's going to be in there. And of course, I got to remove the air filter, or the exhaust manifold air filter. Yeah, we need to remove the air filter, man. We got to get the exhaust loud, man. You know what I mean, man? What's going on with that nonsense, huh? That's clean oil. What's the deal? Was this a top up or something, or? Get that out of the way. And those of y'all that are tuning in, this isn't mine, this is customers. It's mine M6. I already had a oil filter. Must have had it for something else. But I do not know what. Because nobody ever said nothing. and rascally rabbits. Alright, we're gonna remove this exhaust manifold. Oh. The other part of the exhaust is no good. Oh, muffler. Who would have ever thunk? I know I sure as heck wouldn't have, man. Alright, we got that. Can't get that here. We need this though. Looks like we need a caliper. What else we need? 2 caliper. That's 3. We need pad. And we need pads and a rotor. That does make sense because we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And would they say how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah, okay, it could work. Alright, let's see. We're gonna go like so, go like so. Oh yeah, we need 2 calipers with cylinders. We need a brake disc ventilated. Maybe, yeah, that could be it. But for those of you that are still watching, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell so you stay up to date on all the latest videos and streams that I upload. And also too, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna set a super chat goal. And what this goal is gonna pertain to is, yes, I'm still doing a live stream, the 12-hour live stream on Saturday. That is given. And what I think we're going to do, if we can make it to 15 super chats, I'm going to put a little bit of a timer on here. Let's see. And we'll say an hour. If we can make it, then what we will do is probably I'm trying to figure out when. When would be a good day to do it? Maybe the Saturday after this Saturday. Maybe even Sunday. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if we could get to 15 super chats in an hour, I will do another 12-hour live stream after Saturday. There we go. A goal has been created. And also too, let's see here. I'm also going to put in a link in the chat for, if you so choose, to become a member. I'm going to put a link in the chat. Give me a second here. To become a member. Perfect. there you go. Click that link in the chat. And yeah. So, if we can get our goal in an hour, so it'll be done around 11:09. What we'll do is we got a live stream, 12-hour live stream to celebrate 500 member or subscribers on Saturday, and we'll probably do it either this Sunday as well or the following Saturday. So a week from this Saturday, if we can get to that goal. So also too, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. All right, so what were we doing here? Do we got brake pads? Yeah, we got all 4. Okay. I need 2 calipers, a rotor, a caliper on the front, so that would make 3. Nope, don't need. No, we need pads. Pads are what we need. And then we need the ABS doohickey thingy there. That would be this, the expensive ordeal. So we're just going to change that right now. See if that actually pops up, because not, we just spent some money that we shouldn't have. Oh, good. Whew. Sometimes I do dumb stuff like that. There we go. And I may as well repair that for the guy, right? Or girl, whoever's driving this thing. I do not know. I'm going to repair all this, right? It looks all shiny new again. Well, dang, I could have... Why did they need us to repair the ABS module? Oh, wait, never mind. Never mind. Uh-huh. Yeah, uh-huh. 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 Down over yonder. Alright. So, some days I lose my head. Other days I don't. Alright. We're going to change the rear calipers. If we can ever get the wheel off. Good. I think we're probably going to be short a caliper. They're pretty much all the same. There we go. Now we're going to jump on over here to the other side. Change this caliper up too. Perfect. And we still got to rip this clutch assembly apart to get the flywheel out. Pressure plate, you are gone. There we go. Plate, flywheel. As far as I know, it's only the flywheel. Yep, flywheel. We're going to have the exhaust system change here real quick. There we go. And we can't put that on yet. Not yet. Very soon. Just not yet. I'll put the drive shaft in. still gotta do brake pads for the front here. There we go. I may have over splurged on the brake pads. I'm just throwing that out there, you know. Just throwing it out there. There we go. Now let's jump on over here. And we gotta do a bunch of things on this side. Pads and rotors. Oops, gotta take caliper out first. I don't know, this should be the only one. Oh, wait. And we got filters. Where's it got the filters? There we go. Brake pad, you next. The caliper. Now it's just car does not start, fuel filter, makes sense. And inspect and replace filters, air filter and fuel filter. So after this, we got 2 more gigs, and that's it. And we are done. And this car can go back to the owner, running on all 4 cylinders. Perfect. So I like this filter box. Oopsie, wrong one. It's just boom bolts. I'm very, very okay with this style. Alright, now fuel filter. Alright, now we're going to do this right here. Perfect. Air filter. Good. Lid for it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, I think now we're going to add oil, right? That'd be my guess. I dreamed it to give it a filter change, and I didn't have to. Oh well. Hey, look at that, triple nickel. Or my dollar sign. Alright, you can go back to the customer. Hey, how come nobody told me we're missing the starter? And forget the turbo. Car will still run with a turbo. We won't run with a starter, right? That's the mentality logic. Alright, now should be good to go. Made $3,600 for that. Okay. Oh, dang, that's a full list right there. Gosh darn, eh? Alright, let's see here. Pick and choose, pick and choose. What do we got? What do we got? I do not know. So, I think we're going to put this back inside. Keep it out of direct sunlight. And then we're going to run on over here. Hop into the bullet. And you guessed it, we're heading right back to the junkyard. Sorry, but I need parts for that Camaro, man. But I am going to step away for just a moment. Don't go nowhere. I will be right back. So stick around. I'll talk to y'all when I get back. Alrighty, thank you all very much for sticking around. I am back. Alright, so we're looking for a front bumper, and we're going to take that too. I'm looking for a front bumper and a trunk for the 4th gen Camaro. That's what we are looking for. and ooh, what was that? What was that? Sure, why not? Take that 3-star part. Nothing? I don't need a block for a 392 Hemi. Huh. On to the next one. You never know. You know, I might have to build a non-supercharged version motor of the LS. Hope not, but you know, maybe, you never know. Why is it not giving me my parts that I need? It's being stiff tonight, man. Doesn't want to give up nothing. Well, nothing I'm looking for anyway. Nothing. That Mustang, it already had a hood. I don't need another one. Used oil filter. Not the best thing in the world, but you know, it is what it is. Who knows? Maybe I might put a new one on. I don't know. Thank you. Thank you. I already got the hood. I don't need another one. I need the front bumper and the rear trunk. That is what we need. She is definitely not giving up goods tonight, huh? Wow. Let's see here. Front right door. Front left door. I think, what is it? We need the rear bumper for the Roadrunner, and we can start building that, I think. Or is it the rear bumper or the front bumper for that? I can't remember. Ooh. 6-cylinder. No bueno. Not even going to entertain it. I found the rear bumper for it. With the El Camino, it's right here. And wouldn't you know it needs a rear bumper. Alright, let's see here. Now, I can't repair these or I'd buy one. I don't know why I can't repair them, but I can repair the rotor and distributor cap, but I can't repair the actual distributor. It's weird. I got lots of piston rings. I don't need any more. Not of that caliper, anyway. Alright, let's see here. S15, Sylvia over there. Right here. Nissan. Ow. Let's try that one again. Made it up. I also need body panels for the yeah, I do that too. See, what I like to do is, most of the time you can't find the aftermarket engine parts, and that's normally what I tend to use is the aftermarket stuff, performance. So what I try to do is I try to find all the body panels, and then once I find all the body panels for the vehicle, then I repair the vehicle. Once it gets to that stage, anyway. Sometimes I end up having to buy, ooh, Jaguar F-Type. Sometimes I end up having to buy some. Ooh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. But, you know, all depends. Ran into a fight that one night looking for oil pans. Right now I'm getting really flustered. Looking for these dang parts. Oh, yeah, more parts. Nothing. There's the front bumper for it. Pretty sure we need the rear bumper, but... Ooh, I need that. Oh, I most definitely need that. Ooh, Range Rover. Land Rover Discovery, same thing. This the diesel. And no, I'm not gonna buy it. Last pile. Do we have what we're looking for? No, we do not. Surprise! Alright, back to the shop. And we're gonna flip that Jaguar F-Type. Alright, we got about 25 minutes left on that super chat goal. Now, we bought this car for $11,842. It currently is in profit of $2,001. Pretty even amount. Boom. Oh, wrong one. There we go. And now it went up $723. Not bad. Just from giving it a bath. Let's see, we'll put this right there. Yay, I got the door for this finally. Now I just need the trunk and the fenders. Oh yeah. There we go. And the passenger side mirror. Cool. It's getting closer. Alright, we're going to swap this with the Jaguar F-Type. Run this back inside. Alright, let's see. I never even looked at anything along the lines. Just looked at profit. We need a front left door and... What is... Thank you. Thank you very much. It's my BMW M4 GTS race car. Alright, we're going to repair these panels. Do what we can anyway. And replace everything that we don't have. Huh. Well, it looks like we are buying some pieces and parts. Alright, now we're up $7,000. Nice. Or 5,000, I should say. Alright, so we need... Wrong car. There we go. And the doors, the windows. We need everything but the hood and the front bumper. It's a bit on the pricey side, but you know what? It'll be worth it in the end. We should be able to make a pretty good profit off of this car. Keyword being we should be able to. On the hatch, rear window, the bumper, taillight, the other taillight, body window A, passenger door, there we go. And we'll do that. And let's see, where are we at? 88%. What are we missing? Oh. Oh. What other parts and pieces are we missing? Oh, yeah. Interior. Let's see. F-type, 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 F-type. There no back seat in this car? I guess not. Huh. I went by, didn't I? Yeah, I did, because it's right here. Now we need an F-type steering wheel. Where are you at? There you are, right there. Beautiful. Excelente. Perfection. Alright, look at that. We're getting somewhere, man. Yep, now we need license plates and we're good to go. But now if we were to say hypothetically, put this up in the air. Let's see, what size wheels are on it right now? 20s. 20 all the way around. And if we were to say hypothetically run a 305 on the rear And the front we'll leave alone. So let's go tires, 2, wait, what is it? 30, okay. 2, 20, 305, 30. And for the fronts it was 255. 2, 20, 255, 35, perfect. And if we were to go rims all the way down the line here till we get to my favorite ones, right here, we get 4, 20, perfect. Perfection. I'm going to put this back. We don't need it no more. It's just in the way. Start stripping out some wheels. Grab this one over here. I mean, for the most part, this car is fairly complete. Beautiful. 4, 5. Awesome. And then we come on over here to our tab machine. Take this one. We're going to put it with this one. And we're going to go to this one. Balance this one out. Perfect. And we're going to go 305, 30, 20. These wheels seem very large for what I'm doing. Perfect. Last wheel to balance. There we go. Now we're going to put these wheels on the car. Actually, before we put these wheels on the car, what is it worth? $29,000. Now, one wheel increases the value by $10,000. Now, what I don't understand is the last time I did a flip like this, maybe I bumped it up a size on the tires? Maybe? But we had over $100,000 that we sold it for. It's now worth $68,000. What the HE double hockey sticks? But they fit. They look decent. And sits down near flush. Perfect. Alright, now we're going to bring this over to the paint shop. This is what we're going to do. We're going to hit it with our trusty silver up front. Make it nice and smooth. Make it all level, one level of paint, so there's no wibbly wobbly blues. Now we're going to come over here. Okay, well there is no. And then we're going to do it blue. I think that blue looks really, really good on that car. I really do think so. Wait a minute here. Something seems a little off. Just can't put my finger on it. What we're going to do is I think we're going to rewash it. Something's just not sitting right with me. The color is not the same on it. See, look at the difference. Maybe it's just the way. Oh, maybe it's just the way the light's hitting it. Yeah, I think that's all it is. Okay. All right. So now make a profit of $56,000, which in all fairness, we're probably making a profit of about Nothing? Maybe? I made a little bit of a profit. Probably about 40 grand, I guess, somewhere around there. Give or take, a buck or two. And now we got a set of 20s. Now, there is another thing I was wondering if I have. Oh, yeah. I want to check this out. We need the front or rear bumper? We got the front. We need the rear. Of course we do. Of course we do, man. Would we have it any other way? Probably not, mate. You mean tell me I don't have one? What? Huh. I was actually looking for a wide body Hellcat, but I don't have one. That's messed up. But we do have a Ram 3500. Which is what we're going to be doing now. Might have been washed. I was going to build this just, you know, for the sake of building it. Now work with me here, people. Work with me. Alright, I'll get that off. Take this one off. Yeah, let's strip her down first. I don't like leaving this out in the sun. Not the Arizona sun, anyway. That is a hot sun. Yeah, see? Boom, look at that. It's all color matched. Alright, now we're going to pull the motor out of this thing. If they ever stop putting us way back 1,500 miles away. Alright, there's 12 minutes left of the super chat. Goal, that is. Oopsie. We need to take this off. Like I said, if you want to become a member, the link, I did post it in the chat there. Alright, we're going to yank this motor down. Oh, yank the truck down, pull the motor. I think we're going to... I knew that, you know, I was just seeing if anybody else was paying attention, you know. I make stupid mistakes like that, you know, every now and then. Gotta cheat my way up to the front. There we go. There we go. Ah, there we go. Pull the motor out. And now we require him to take this. I got a couple of push rods here. We got 3 of them on this side. Four of them actually. I don't know how the heck those heads stay on this motor, man. I really do not know. Dang, you had the water pump on too? Shit. This thing was full up. Now, do we have any push rods in the other head? Even if we did, that we do, wouldn't have made a difference. That camshaft was like, we need to get out of here, man. We don't want to be in here no more. We rode hard and put away wet, man. We don't want to be here no more. I gotta pull off all the stuff from the rear. Alright, everybody who's watching, can you do me a solid? Push that like button. Also, too, hit that subscribe button as well. Please be greatly appreciated. As every little bit helps, and that would help with the YouTube algorithm and help the channel grow. Alright, let's see here. Oh. Oh no. Oh, wrong one, it's this one. Oh. Oh. The poor block was no good. Or the crank. They're both shot. They left the chat. Man, get out of here. Well, I can respect the fact of them shutting the door every time we leave, you know. It's a real pain in the butt. Perfect. But at least we got some body panels to fix, though. Perfect. All right, so we got ourselves some engine parts to build or buy. I don't have a machine shop, so I can't build anything. Pretty sweet if I could, though. All right, let's see here now. Let's see if we're gonna go 4 clip A's, coolant reservoir B. I think that's the one. And then we need a Hemi crank. The crankshaft for a Hemi. Way over here. And we need 3 bearing caps. We need a V8 OHV crank pulley. And then, unfortunately, we need to buy a block. $2,100 later. We need to buy the Hemi cover. And this truck is not going anywhere. This one is staying near and dear to my heart. I know I've said that before about other ones and then sold them, but no, this one stays with me. And let's grab a few of these, a couple of those. Need a new oil filter. Need a 392 Hemi oil pan. We need 8 V8 Hemi piston rings. We need a radiator A, reservoir, and we need a radiator fan housing B, fan 1, fan 2, and we need 2 of these, 8 of these, and we need a belt. Where's the belt? There's the belt right there. I can't remember if I got a belt tensioner or not. Well, we'll figure it out, right? We shall figure it out. We need an OHVF, small block Chevy, you know, timing chain. Mopar knows it's a stronger. Now, did I have that I fixed, I should say. Where did I put them into? Storage. I did, didn't I? These are the parts for the motor. It might have been cheaper for me just to buy the water pump, if I had to guess. All right, we need 16 of these, and we need a water pump pulley. Pulley. There we go. And we're gonna go with all. We're gonna buy everything we need for this truck. And we need 2 of these, 1 of those. This is C. Front steering knuckle C and cross member C? Yep, okay. Alright, we need 2 of those, 2 of these, 2 of those, 1 of these, 2 of those, couple of these, couple of those, a few of those, 1 of those, 2 of these, 2 of those, 2, 1, we need 2 of those, and then we need 12 of these, too many, 4 of those, 2 of these, 2 of those, 2 of these, no, we don't need any of those, we need 2 of those though, 2 of those, and 1 of these. We need 4 of these, 4 of these, and 4 of these, and 1 of those. Definitely need 1 of those. Now, what was it for the... I can't remember what the front drive shaft was. But I do know we need a transfer case 4x4. Whew, that's pricey. That's a pricey girl, that one is. And now, what else do we need? We need to come down here. We need 1 of those, 1 of those. I don't need any batteries. We got lots of them. Oh, not that one. This one. This one. And then, how many of these do I have? Let's grab a few. Grab a few. Grab a couple. I think I need 2 of those. 4 of those. 6 of these. Yeah, I know it's only 5. And then we need the bench 350. Ram R. Right here. Remember, I'm always trying to change it and put black seats in, but this time I legit think we're going to keep it factory Ram style. No, we were going to put Challenger Hellcat wheel on it though. Only because it's a nice looking steering wheel, you know what I mean? That's my thought process on it. Alright, gearbooks. We need a Ram 3500 or Ram V8 Hemi 345. We did that. We did that. We need the rims. We need... Where are they? Right here. 420. 420. And then tires were... What were they? I don't know why I backed out of there, but I did it anyway. 285, 60-20. And then we're going to go 275, 60-20 for the fronts. Okay. We're going to go 220, 275, 60. Perfect. We're going to go 220, 285, Actually, no, I think we'll go 295. I'm going to go 60. Perfect. And now we're going to go into here. Get the parts we need. Hemi camshaft. ECU type B. Now here's where it gets tricky. Here's where you need a 392A head. And we need the B. The B, man, the B. The B. We need the B. Which is right there. B-E-A-U-T-ful. And we also need the 392. Perfect. Need a fuel filter, a fuel pump, some fuel rail DIs. Nice. And then we need 8 of these. I wonder how many pages of parts we're going to have to paint. Good question, huh? And 345 Hemi intake. And then we need 8 of these. 1 of those. 8 of these. And actually we need 16 of these because it's 2 per cylinder. And we need the V6B throttle putty. And we need 4 rotors. And we need the exhaust now. And this. Where's the other middle? Middle. Where are you, middle? Right here. And then it is the expensive one for this truck. We need a clutch plate, pressure plate, and flywheel. And guess what? We're just about ready to go put some parts on that, or paint some parts. But I want to get rid of the body panels first. Put them on the truck. Oh, found something I need to buy. Gonna do to boot it. Oh, we got that. We need that. Got that. That's good. Got our old mustard bedside. Alright. Rear bumper, front bumper, tailgate. Alright, let's see here. No, wrong one. This one. Alright, so we need the front bumper. The middle left front door. Yep. All the glass. What about the fenders? We got all the fenders? Yep. Fenders are good. Rear bumper, taillight, mirror, headlight. Let's got all the other doors on it, right? Yep. Okay. Okay. Somebody might have bought 2 of those. I just has a strange suspicion. We got a tailgate? No, we do not. Okay. Now we got all the parts for the Ram. Now what? What do we do? I'll tell you what we do. We're going to put all the body panels on the truck, clear out the inventory. And we'll paint the truck all at one time. Hey, nasty. Okay, being stubborn and picky. And we're going to put the mirror on, the headlight, windscreen, the bumper, the other headlight, this mirror, that window. Perfect. Alrighty. I think we're done with the truck now. I've got to go paint some parts. Not just any parts, the real part. Now I need one particular piece first, which is right here. Alright. As much as it pains me to be taking this color, we're going to be. Let's see, I went like that. And then I brought this up like so. Well, something like so. And then we go, and this one all the way back. No. Bring this up. Something like so. But not quite. God dang yellow. Yeller, man. Sure, that could work. We'll call it good enough. Even though I think it is a bit more reddish, but whatever, it'll work, right? This look like here. Oh, no way. Oh well. It'll have to do for now. Trying to figure something out here. Okay, yeah, that'll work. There we go. I'm going to be painting up all these parts here. And I just painted the wrong color. Yep. These are going to go red. There we go. And the last caliper to be painted. Beautiful. And then we got the clip bays. Perfecto. Alright, got those done. These gotta be perfect. Most definitely will work. Yep. Huh. Yeah, okay. There we go. Yeah, okay. You shall see the finished product when we are done. I think it's going to look amazing. Huh. Well, I guess our super charcoal is gone now. Mm-hmm. Huh. It's kind of weird. I got 9 people watching and only three likes. Huh. Something a little strange with that ordeal. Alright, let's see. I'll make this one orange. Make this orange. And this we're going to do black. The block is orange, transmission is black. Excuse me here for a minute. I just got to tell the young one there to go to bed. Be right with you. Alrighty. I gotta paint all these coils. Thank God there's only 8 of them. Imagine there was 2 coils per cylinder. Oh dear Lord. I've been painting for hours. We already painted the transmission. We don't need to do it again, man. Alright. I'm going to take you guys for another walk with me here. I think we're going to go back. I think we're going to go to the kitchen. So I can get something to drink. Alright. Perfect. Alright, so we got a few amount of coils painted. How many more have we got left? We got 1. No, we did that. We got 3 left. Perfecto, perfecto. And this one here should be the last one. I think. We got 4. Yep. Alright, now the leaf springs, they get done next. In my opinion, I think this truck's going to turn out amazing when it's done. However, when I go to actually paint the body of the truck, I believe I'm going to have to darken the orange just a bit. If I had to guess anyway. Also, too, if you haven't checked it out, I did a weekly update for Grand Theft Auto online today. And also, this afternoon, I streamed a couple hours of GTA Online. So check it out if you haven't already. It's there, just waiting to be watched. You know what I mean? Alright, last U-bolt, I think. Is it? Let's see. Yes, it is. Perfect. Over here, we're going to paint this black. Oil filter, you're going to go black. Oil pan, go black. Alright, let's get this painted up here. Let's finish it up. Then we still got to rip the truck apart. Put all the new painted parts back on it. I'm a little unsure if I want to take it for a dyno or a drag race or not, because I already know we're probably not going to win anyway. Because she's way too heavy of a pig. So, who knows, we may try it. Alright, I'm going to paint these. They don't look bad, and that's silver. Not bad. We're going to do them black. Black with the orange, I think it's going to look amazing. Be my guess, anyway. That's what would still be my guess. Alright, let's see here now. We got a couple more wheels, a couple more parts and pieces. And then we're on, what, page 9? Huh. 9 watching? Page 9. Ironic. Alright, starter. Do this orange, since the location sits on the transmission. This we're going to do black. Alright, let's see here. This we're going to do that as well. I think. Yeah. 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 That's what we're going to do. This we're going to do silver ray. Normal color, yep. I forgot a coil there. I was like, wait a minute, we already counted them all out. Why did I do this one silver? I think I need to put down the controller. Alright, what do we got left? The water pump, and that's it. Perfect. We did have belt tensioning, didn't we? Thought we did. Huh! Well, wouldn't you know it? Huh. Guess I know what happened to that thought, right? Alright, am I going to do that one or that one? Sorry, I'm just petting the puppy dog here. He finally come downstairs to see me. Yeah. Mr. Chucky boy he is. Alright. Let's see. I think we'll go with this color. Pretty sure. Now everything's done. Yada-dee, yada-da. Painting some wheels, putting them together for the ram. Perfect. Alright, I'll put this little girl up in the air. And now the teardown begins. And we gotta build the motor still, which is a good possibility that could be on the next episode of Engine Builders. Which I think we're gonna actually do. And also in IRL, once the weather clears up a bit out there and the snow level goes down and temperature comes up, I'm going to be recording and possibly doing live streams as well as I work on my real vehicles, my 91 Chevy half-ton and my 2013 Silverado. Now, I do have a channel created already for it, so when I record the videos, upload the videos, then they're going to be on that channel, and they're not going to be on this one. Now the channel name is called Franklin Works Garage. So if you're interested, you can go subscribe to that channel too, if you so choose to. There's no content on it right now. There's no videos or nothing on it right now. Like I said, that'll be where I upload all my videos working on the vehicles. So maybe we should remove the U-bolt. That could be a pretty good idea, huh? Am I missing something here? Yes, I am, right here. There we go. Alright, I'm going to rip this front end apart. I'm getting this sad puppy dog eyes, which means he needs to go do his thing. I'm pretty sure he can hold off like 5 minutes. Oopsie, forgot stuff. Oh, that's pretty simple. Alright, upper control arm. It's your turn to lead the chat. Alright, let's get rid of these bushings. Lower control arm, you are next. What am I missing? I was missing nothing. Alright, let's get this outer tie rod out. The inner tie rod. Drive axle A for the front. Caliper. The wheel bearing. The brake pad. The rotor. Wheel hub. After we sprayed a couple times, of course. Alright, let's get this upper control arm out of the way. Doesn't need to be here no more. There we go. Lower control arm, you're gone. Goodbye, have a nice time. Perfecto. We still got one back here. Front drive axle D. Is this thing ready to come off now? Nope. Probably because there's probably still bushing somewhere. Right there. Beautiful. Alright, this truck's basically stripped down. Alright. Alright, use this. How much? 1,500 bucks. Okay. Alright, everybody, I'm going to be right back. I gotta bring Puppy Dog out. Done with his business. Don't go nowhere. I shall return momentarily. Alrighty, boys, I'm back. Thank you all very much for sticking around. Alright, let's put this truck. You know what? We'll move this back because we're not doing the engine tonight. But what we are going to do is go to the paint shop. As far as I know, everything's on it. Let's just give it a once around, make sure. Yeah, everything's on it. Look at the rainbow colored truck. It's almost like Skittles. You know, taste the rainbow. Alright, we're going to hit it with the silver first. And I'm going to hit it with the orange. Now this is just a little bit too bright for my liking. So we're going to bring the brightness down just a bit. Something right about there. Looks pretty snazzy. And we're going to hit it with the black ram, I think, on the hood. And spray her away. Oh yeah. Perfect. Looks more yellowy than orange, but whatever. It's all good. Good. That's a big truck, isn't it? Holy crap. I never actually realized how big this truck was. Alright. I'm going to also do the windows. Can't forget about the windows. There we go. Now, make sure we got all of our stuff, which looks like we do. So let's get installing. Now, how do I get up here? Oh, just like so. Sure, why not? Alright, put the leaf spring on. Put the bolts in, or the bushings, these are bushings. There we go. I'm going to put the shocks on. Shock on, man. Knuckle housing C. Backing plate, brake plate. Solid rear drive axle, you are next. There we go. And there we go. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a nice color combination, isn't it? I think it is. Alright, now I'm going to put the little bushings back in. Brand spanking new ones there, you know what I mean? Alright, I'll put the shock on. Shock on, man. The spring plate. U-bolt 1. I never put U-bolts in on the other side or the plate. Ha! Who would have ever thunk? I have that Stretch Armstrong ability, you know what I mean? Alright. Backing plate. Alright. Now it's the rotor. The pad. Z caliper. Now the wheel. Now we're going to slide our way all the way up here to the front. Put in Z cross member. There we go. Put the bigger bushings in. And then we got one more right over here. Perfect. Alright, now I'm going to put the sway bar in. Steering rack. front drive axle D. Perfect. Oopsie, too far forward. And then with the black oil pan, a little bit of separation on the motor. Because the block is orange. And a little bit different color orange than what we painted on the truck. There we go. I'm going to put the shock on. It almost looks factory. Not sure about the fuel tank though. I'm pretty sure that would have been either silver or black if it was real. There we go. I'm sticking the front drive axle A. You mean tell me that I do all this without forgetting any pieces? That don't happen too often, I'll tell you that right now. I was getting better at this, man. Now we're going to use the inner tie rod, the outer tie rod, the upper control arm. Perfect. The lower control arm, along with the shock, and the sway bar B end link. Perfect. Swing it around. Backing plate. The wheel hub. Now it's wheel bearing. Roller. Drive axle A. And now we're going to do the brake pad and the caliper, then the wheel. Oh yeah. Perfect. What do y'all think? I think it looks pretty dang good. I'm going to drop this back down. Now, what would be even better is if we were able to get a topper or a tonneau cover for that. Alright, now we're going to put some stuff. Ah, I forgot something in here. I see. Blind man to his wife. Oh. More parts to add to the collection. Oh, yeah. Nothing wrong with that at all. Now we're going to replace it with the orange one. Oh, dear. Huh. It's only one B. One B, two A's, five C's. Now that sounds like my report card. Alright, I'm going to put all these fuses in now. Come on, there we go. There we go. There should be an A. And another B. And then a C. A, B, C. There we go. Let's stick in the brake booster. Perfect. The ABS pump. The module. Now the ECU goes up over there, just like so. Stick in the coolant reservoir B, power steering reservoir, the windshield washer reservoir, the radiator with the dual fan setup. And now we're going to stick in the air box, air filter, and the air box lid. Stick in the black clip A's. Stubborn, stubborn, stubborn. Alright, let's give it a little once over around here. Just need the battery to go in place. Like I said, I don't think we need to buy any of them because we have we got a couple of them. Perfect. Looking good, looking good. Alright. I'm just gonna do it here for this truck anyway for now. We're gonna build a motor. It'll be on an episode of engine builds. So, if you all enjoyed the stream tonight, smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button. Also, too, you can become a member. Help support your boy even more. You know what I mean? Again, I'd like to thank everybody who's watched tonight. We're gonna call it quits for tonight. We'll be streaming again tomorrow, at some point. Maybe you know what? Instead of doing the motor on a build or on an engine build video, maybe we'll just do it in the stream tomorrow. I mean, I should have started this truck earlier in the stream. We would have been done it first, but it is what it is. I'm backwards half the time. Y'all have any questions or anything? Throw them in the comments. I will do the best I can to answer. And like I said, very soon here we're going to be starting on my new channel I just created called Franklin Works Garage, where I actually work on my vehicles in real life. And I'm going to be recording videos and streams and such to there. So again, thank you all very much for watching, and we will catch you on the next one. Bye everybody.